Welcome back, everybody, to a West of Loathing video. I hope your day was going great, and I hope it gets even better by watching this video. Let's talk to Gary. Howdy, Gary. Wanting more goblins meeting? Gary is hearing about goblins in an old fort nearby. Okay, let's check this out. This is dirt water, apparently. Sign says, room for rent. Inquire within. What else is here? A vacant lot. Not a lot available past this point. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff here? No, we don't currently have a sheriff. Offer to help. Need any help until you find the new sheriff? Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder. She points behind her and off to the right, respectively. Take your lead. It's a wanted poster. No, wait, you misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. Let's read it. The poster reads, Wasted. Stripey hat gang for grand theft paint and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Interesting. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low-down, no-fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after them? Yes. Got it. It's a wanted poster. A wanted poster. The accuracy is important. It says, Wanted. The House in the Desert Gang. For mortgage non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collection agents. That's... big deal. Last seen in the house in the desert. 500 meat reward. Wonder if the house is named after them or if they're named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Yep. You take no location. Gonna bring them to justice. It's over here. An empty cell, empty cell, empty cell, empty cell. This is a ghost cell, apparently. Oh, a spittoon! This is a spittoon, which is sort of a brass bucket that people spit into instead of spitting on the floor, because not spitting at all is not an option in this society, I guess. I say this despite knowing that you're pretty intimately familiar with spittoons already. Sicko. We gotta inspect it. Look, the Jewel Saloon is pretty nice as saloons go. Actual glass in the windows, more than 2 kinds of drinks, a poker room instead of a cockfighting pit. But this spittoon is still a spittoon. The rancid tobacco spit inside it isn't fancy rancid tobacco spit. We gotta know what's in there. Sigh. Here we go again. All right, fine. You are now hunkered down next to a brass-filled bucket, which has probably never been cleaned or emptied because you're near the desert and the ambient humidity around here is pretty low, low enough that the spit evaporates nearly as quickly as it accumulates. So that's good, right? No, that's bad because it's only the water part of spit that evaporates. The brass bucket is half full of the rest of the spit, the toxins and filth that don't evaporate. Several years' worth, distilled and concentrated until its consistency of molasses. People aren't allowed to flick cigarette butts into the spittoon anymore because they bounce out. You gotta search it. You're about to put your hand into a bucket of something the color and viscosity of maple syrup. Except instead of maple, it's flavored with the inside of mouths of people who chew cigars instead of smoking them and have never brushed their teeth. Yeah? Glorp. It feels like putting your hand into a bucket of lukewarm tapioca pudding, except instead of tapioca, it's basically poison. It smells like someone ran over a skunk, waited a week, and then set it on fire. It feels like your hand is dissolving. Keep searching. You found something. You found a tacky, filth-covered porcelain cow figurine. A useless, disgusting thing that will make a great heirloom for your children, assuming you're still able to have any, and you hate them. You have to hold this little porcelain cow upside down because it's filled with tobacco spit and you don't want to spill out the little hole in the bottom of it. Hooray! Poster says, rules of poker, followed by hundreds of weird rules in tiny print. Read one of them. Kings are wild and one-eyed kings are. Hearts are double wild. Well, we're going to talk to some of these people. There's an empty seat at this table. Sit down at the poker table and a dealer emerges from somewhere in the back and sits down next to you. The lady to your right introduces herself as Virginia and the player to your left says his name is Matt. The dealer tells you that the ante is 20 meat. Ante up. You ante up. Virginia and Matt toss in 20 meat each. The dealer gives it the deck a shuffle, then deals a hand of cards, glides across the table to you. It's a pretty decent hand. 4 kings, a jack, and 2 tens. It's the first round. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chances of winning at around 30%. Check. Glance at Virginia and check. 5% chance. Virginia skulls and checks. Matt glances around the table furtively, then checks. Move on to the next round. It's the second round of betting. The pot is 60 meat, and you estimate your chance of winning at around 35%. Obnoxiously raise. You wink at Matt and plop 20 more meat down on the table. Move to the next round. It's the last round of betting. Time to do or die. The pot is 120 meat, and you estimate your chance of winning around 35%. Let's gumptiously raise. In a particularly daring fashion, you raise the stakes by 20 meat. Reveal your cards. You frown and reveal a flush. Virginia sighs and reveals her hand. You toss straight. Matt flips his card over one at a time, revealing a full house. You lost. Boo! Let's try again. I lost. Oh, I lost. Again, one more time. I lost. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm gonna walk away. I lost a bunch of meat there. Hey, what are you doing in here? Employees only, bud. Oh, sorry. I was just, looking around. So you're the nosy type, eh? Well, I prefer adventuresome. As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I'm out of saltpeter and need someone to go pick it up for me. Saltpeter? Isn't that used to make gunpowder? And other things. Look, who's the chef here, me or you? Okay, where can I find it? Your best bet's a military camp, because it used to make gunpowder? Shut up. The nearest one is in Fort Cowardice. They keep it in a little green jar. Okay, be right back. Well, howdy there. Always nice to see a new face in town. Welcome to the Jewel Saloon. Hi, thanks. I'm Bird. Glad to know you, Bird. For folks around here, just call me Lloyd. What can I do for you? Nice to meet you, Lloyd. I saw a sign out front advertising a room. That's right. Finest room in the house and plenty of room for your partner, too. You interested? How much does it cost? Well, that's where you're in luck. The previous tenant was a banker fella, and he paid a month in advance right before getting himself killed by bandits. He seemed like a decent sort, so the room's yours if you want it. Gratis? Need any help with anything? Well, if you're handy with the mechanical type stuff, something's gone wrong with our piano player. I thought the music sounded a little off. Yeah, it's not supposed to sound like that. I'll see what I can do. Thanks, I poked around in him myself, but I lost the key. This has suddenly taken a strange turn. Who's the old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Ellsbury. Tragic fella he is. He was a writer and a poet. Came out west to tell his stories, but nobody were buying. Too weird stories, fantastical like. Stupid stuff for kids? Well, it don't matter much now anyhow. He had to get normal work to make ends meet. Did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something. Something that made him stop telling his weird tales. Made him stop talking near completely. Come to that. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. Seems to calm him down as long as he doesn't make any trouble. I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. I'll have a shot of bourbon. Coming right up. Anything else? Can I get some darts? Sign on the dartboard said to see you for darts. Oh, sorry. All the darts got broken months ago. That's disappointing. Try to fix him. Oh, I need a needle. You lift up the piano player's coat to reveal a hatch on his back that leads to his innards. It's locked, but it's not a very good lock. I'll have to let it be for now. Oh, should we get some slop? Let's just buy some. Buy some slop. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are holed up, you hear a voice from inside say, "What was that?" Uh-oh. Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. Okay, if you say so. Thanks. From the sound of it, you say the doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the gang inside the house. Back off for now. See a glint of light in the distance. When you get closer, you realize that it was sun reflecting off the lens of a discarded pair of binoculars on the ground. Grab them. These will come in handy. They also come in pairs because otherwise they wouldn't be binoculars. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make a cannonade. Climb up the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up here. Oh, use your binoculars. Spy an old mission a ways north of town. You climb down from the watchtower and pitch the old binoculars in a nearby trash can. Yikes, this mishap definitely got somebody fired. That's for sure. An unusually sized cannonball. Let's take it. Sign says toilet and goblin, which makes it seem pretty likely that goblins use this tent as a toilet. Don't worry, you're going in there. Come on. Okay. Medical tent. Based on the papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing this desk belongs to Fort Cowardice nurse. Look at the papers. The papers are mostly just boring medical records. Dental daguerreotypes, lamentations, antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, that kind of thing. Hey, wait, what's this? This looks like it might be important. It's a set of army marching orders from before all the army marching orders were marched back east just as fast as your lily-livered little yellow-bellied feet can go, you damnable cowards. Oh, okay. Look at the diagram. It's just a bunch of disgusting drawings of spliced open bodies. Hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside the tent. Not bothering, letting them sleep. Okay. Stove is beyond cleaning. It's a spice rack. Open it. Little green unlabeled jars. Hopefully this is the stuff the chef was looking for. Danger spider. These boards can't hide from your prying eyes or your prying crowbar. Let's go inside. This door has 15 deadbolts on it. The note tagged to it says, please don't open this door unless you want to get eaten by a giant spider. Even then, don't open it, because the rest of us don't want to get eaten by a spider. It is an even sign, so you can hardly be expected to take it seriously. Open the door. The tunnel behind the opening goes straight up. There's no way to get through it unless you're a huge spider. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by some rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. Go inside. Oh, they take care of it for me. The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Arrest them. You stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one which Gary offers to drag, and head back to Dirtwater Jail. Turn them in. Is that the Stripey Hat gang? What happened to them? They had a run-in with a giant spider. A giant spider? Justice! Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations. This poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hands into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Bird. How do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripy-headed idiots. Sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right, and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. How's that the worst part? This chain is only 4 feet long. Ah, that's rough. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 40 feet shy of my dreams, cooking in the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? You promise not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay then, it's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco? It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage, but it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Okay. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part? The name. Ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. What do you think? How about the hot bird instead? Don't be ridiculous. Hot bird? What does that even mean? Haha, ridiculous. Hey, there's no need to be mean about it. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Brilliant! You're a genius, Bird. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? That sounds nasty. You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about the new sausage recipes. He's too busy playing with his watch to get any work done. Ask him where he got it. Say, that's a nice watch. Where'd you get it? Bought it from the scow what runs store down south of here. Name old Buttonwillow. Buttonwillow McSomething. Where's the store exactly? Oh, you can't miss it. It's right between a cactus and a different cactus. Buttonwillow McCrickets. Thanks. Don't mention it. Mention it. No, really, thanks a lot. The man furrows his brow. Sure, don't mention it. I mean it. I really appreciate you telling me where that store is. His eyes narrow. Really? It's no trouble at all. Don't mention it. I mean it. I've run out of ways to thank you, but I really do want you to know that I'm very grateful for your help. His face starts to turn red. Do not mention it. He looks about ready to punch you if you don't knock it off. Okay, don't mention it. She's not getting much track laid, but she's an expert whistler. You approach the Beauregard-looking man with the tiny glasses. Howdy there. Who's in charge of this outfit? If I'm being charitable, I'd say that fellow over there in the white hat is the foreman. He points to the man next to the each pile of rocks. And if you're not, he smiles, then I'd say that paper-bagged idiot over there in the absurd white hat is the fellow you're looking for. Alrighty, thanks. Hi, are you in charge? I was wondering if there's anything I could do to help. You want to know something? I love trains. Oh? Ever since I was a little boy, huge, magnificent, roaring iron beasts. They were magical to me, like dragons. When the opportunity arose to take on management of this rail line, I jumped on it like a shot. And you know what I learned? What's that? Organizing and building and running one of those operations is the most amazing pain in the ass you'll ever imagine. You want to help? Congratulations, you're the new foreman. I'm going home to play with my models. Swell. I guess I'm the boss now. Man looks you up and down. Well now, I suppose you can't be any worse than the last clown. He extends his hand. Name's Smee. I'm your assistant. What's the situation? Well, I'm sure you didn't miss seeing the giant pile of rocks blocking our path. The surveyor says there isn't any other suitable mountain pass, so we can't reroute around it even if we had the months to take. Any ideas? Well, by my calculations, we could dynamite it clear without too much trouble. Problem is, it'd take a lot of dynamite. A whole year's worth, I figure. We used to keep that much on hand for emergencies just such as this one, but a pack of goblins stole it all. Sneaky little varmints. Alright, I'll get it back for you. Glad to hear it. These goblins are holed up over in Gustavson Gulch. It's a really rough place. You might want to spend some time getting the lay of the land and honing your fighting skills before you head that way. Especially if you plan to go in guns blazing. We don't need any specific dynamite though. Any you can lay your hands on be fine so long as there's enough of it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's wrong, sister? They came back. They just came back and took them. I couldn't stop them. Whoa, slow down, okay? What happened? Our holy relics. The saints just stormed up out of the catacombs and took them back. Wow. I didn't know what to do. I thought maybe they'd fire me if I tried to stop them. The cardinal will be here any minute. What am I going to do? To start with, take a deep breath and try to calm down, okay? What's your name? I'm Sister Mary. My name's Bird. Now, what's this about saints? Our mission is to protect 3 sacred relics. I'm the relic keeper. It's my specific job to look after them. Wait, do they call you Memento? But she shows you the ruler she keeps tucked in her sleeve. No, they do not. Okay, sorry. What happened? The saints. Oh, it's too horrible. They came to life somehow. They came up out of the catacombs, all skeletal and ghastly looking. I mean, it's probably blasphemy to say that, but I nearly fainted. And they took back their relics. Yes, and if they aren't recovered before the cardinal gets here, I'll be in so much trouble. Uh-oh, how much time is there? Well, actually, he's months overdue, so it'll probably not all that urgent, but still. Alright, I'll get him back for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a second. Are you going to have to fight them to get the relics back? Because that's probably blasphemous, too. I mean, probably. But if black magic brought them back to life, that's like super blasphemous, right? So it evens out. Oh dear, the cardinal is going to want to have a very long talk about this, but go ahead and do what you must, I suppose. Okay. Down we go into the catacombs. Carelessly balanced pyramid of skulls. They're all roiled up and twitching. Kick it over. Are you sure? There's a lot of them, and they're really mad. Maybe angering all of them at once isn't a great idea. Kick them! Wow, that's a lot. I totally should not have done. Oh, I'm definitely dead. Wow. Okay. I guess I'll have to come back here later. You got your ass kicked all the way up the stairs. Dang. Well, I'll be back later because I'm not strong enough to handle them right now. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously stuck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. Wow. Doesn't smell any better. Clean it up. Make a little dent in it. Keep digging. Smaller than it was before. Clean it up. Keep digging. Wow. I did it. I want to get this. That was a lot. I didn't. Okay, yeah, I want that. Why did I buy such a... Oh, that was a lot. I did not realize... I was not paying attention. I want Bean Golem. Unfortunately, one of your early experiments gets a little rowdy and eats the book. Cactus Bill, didn't expect to see you around these parts. Well, I gotta admit, I got a little envious when I saw you leave Boring Springs, and I figured I'd hit you right out west to see what I could see. And just look at this place. So much hustle, so much bustle. There sure is a lot of both of those. Hey, nice pot. Thank kindly. So what's new? Well, to be honest, what's new is a profound sense of longing and loneliness. Sorry to hear that, Bill. Well, it is what it is. I was hoping I'd run across a similar lonely cactus lady somewhere out here, or failing that, a normal human lady looking to marry a cactus. No luck? Not yet. Of course, getting around is a bit of a challenge, but plus, cactus live a long time. I'm sure I'll meet somebody someday. I'll keep an eye out. Heck, I sure would appreciate it. Pick the lock. Open the latch and check out the machinery inside. There's obviously something wrong, given all the plinking and pronging and clicking noises coming out of the gears and stuff. Looks pretty complicated. I see what's wrong. Recalibrate some springs and rearrange some gears, and the machinery inside starts operating smoothly. The music improves immediately. And give him the saltpeter. Hey, got that saltpeter yet? Yeah, got it right here. Thanks. That's the stuff. Thanks. Okay, the next thing I need is a certain kind of hot pepper. It's called a murder pepper because it's really spicy. Because it literally has a knife and kills people who ask dumb questions. They grow in the area outside of town. You should be able to find it if you just wander around a while. Okay. Look for your murder pepper, I guess. Here lies Dave B, 1834. Died with his boots on, but not his pants. Dig up the grave. Dig up the grave, just check the veracity of the epitaph. Sure enough, boots but no pants. This remains look pretty rustless. Put him down for good. Okay. Let's summon a bean golem. Nice. Now we'll shoot him. And Gary will deal damage. And my bean golem. Let's go. That thing is strong. I got skeleton bone. Perfect. Dog house contains an angry dog. Give the dog a bone. With the knick-knack, paddy-quack, you achieve your aim. The dog begins contently gnawing on the human femur. Good for him. The hinges on the gate are really rusty. If you open the bandits inside, we're definitely going to hear it. So now I need some oil. Because I want to be sneaky. I don't want to kill them. Okay. Well then, let's head back to Dirtwater. Catch up with something that makes your eyes water. You can trace the sorts of vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that fella the jewel was looking for. Grab it. Finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it in your rucksack before it can do any more damage. Southeast western murder pepper. Hot. Yes, here it is. Ah, nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. Okay, so if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch for myself. Here's the key to the post office. Open this. You open the box, turn from junk mail, falls out, reveal a knife. Wanted poster. The Potemkin Gang, an unlicensed civil engineering and planting of construction regulations. Last seen in an unregistered settlement north of Dirtwater. Poster shows the location of a suspicious city the gang is hiding out in. Want to go check it out? Sure. You note the location and resolve to bring these unlicensed builders to justice. Got it. Howdy, Doug. Well, if it isn't my savior, good old bird. Howdy yourself. The sign outside. Yeah, I had to change the name. I've tried to file a trademark, and it turns out there's already something called a hot dog. What is it? Trust me, you don't want to know. I wish I didn't know. Anyway, single letter removed, and I'm in business. Just the menu on the wall. Buy something. Elegant hot dog, jumbo dog, or sauce dog. For now, we're good. Goodbye now. Yeah, here you go. Excellent. This will work a lot better than the hammer I was using. Okay, I need one more favor from you, but it's most important. I used to have this recipe for a very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died and took it the secret to his grave. Literally. I mean, he was buried with it. Want me to dig up his grave? He's dead. He won't mind. Well, okay. I know where the Dave yard is. I know I said that was going to be it, but I want to just get this last thing. 3 seconds, we return somewhere and you find yourself blazed around by old dead trees. Gray mist closes in on you. Spook marches confidently forward through the gnarled and ancient forest. You shudder. Keep going. Spook stops. Through the fog, you see a shape. You dismount and investigate and reveals itself the shape of a pedestal topped with the shape of a book. Chill runs down your spine as you touch it. The black-covered book, written in black ink on black paper, is primer in the arts of southwestern necromancy, otherwise known as Nexmex. Dave J. Rapapapow. Dig up the grave. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains the garbage bag. Strange. You reach inside the garbage bag and surprised to find that it's full of pudding. Nope, not just pudding. Pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? Keep digging. You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the water and dry it off. Then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. Whoa. Some kind of ritual circle drawn in the ground in red chalk. Pile of mostly burned rags that maybe used to be a person. Dig through the rag and find a few things that look like they're worth keeping. Scroll's almost too covered in blood, fits red. Lucky that you've gotten all that pride in reaching inside a dog. Human ashes. Face ashes to ashes things. Well, part of one at least. Human gets harder to keep track of when it's in powder form. And a rope receipt. Huh. It's a big stone sarcophagus. Okay. Well, we're out of here. Let's open our inventory. Roll receipt. Examine it. It's time you started gathering clues. The whole preambulation preambulating dead situation that's going on around these parts. Grab a notebook and paperclip. The receipt is the first page. You got item necromancer journal. Necromancer journal. Read it. You open the Necromancer journal and examine the information collected so far. You found a receipt for delivery of robes. Looking at it more closely, see there's a surcharge for delivery past Boulder Pass. This means Necromancer lair is definitely west of the mountains. Good to know. Progress. Looks like everything got so far. Okay. Scrolls almost. Okay, read it. You scrape the largest of the giblets off the scroll and read it. It says, take pile of human ashes, spread them out in the shape of a person inside a red chalk ritual circle, then sprinkle them with dust and place mostly perfect or better glass sphere with the heart would be. Anyways, that's the gist of it. The actual text is a lot more these and thous and such as like that. Plus, there's a bunch of weird gibberish you're supposed to say out loud while you're doing it. Read it. Seems like probably pretty dangerous. Are you sure you want to read it? Yes. Okay, it's your funeral. Whatever, Grandma. You cannot see the words on the page, but you can nevertheless read them. Your mind becomes stained with grim secrets. Grin and skull. Skulls are scary and ghosts are scary, so you know what would be double scary? Yes, you do. Ghost skulls. Shown on the last page, the book vanishes in a puff of black smoke. Spooky. Yeah, I got it. Huh. Hey, thanks a million, buddy. Now my slot will be world famous. Here, let me give you a little something for your trouble. It felt in the slot, but it's still good. Hat is a chef who apparently not a good enough cook, or chef to not cook his hat. All in a day's work. This is the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed and love to see you back in the next video. Also, please like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. All that good stuff. It means a lot. Thanks. Bye.